Out of the thousands of destinations around the globe, there are only a select few that are considered the most beautiful. These places are more than just visually stunning. They will leave you with unforgettable travel experiences. From the historic streets of Old Havana to the ancient ruins of Chichén Itzá, here are the 50 most beautiful destinations to visit in the world. 50. Kiyomizu-dera Temple. Kiyomizu-dera Temple is one of the most recognized places in Kyoto. Its most famous feature is the Kiyomizu Stage, a large wooden platform built without using any nails. It extends out over the hillside and offers wide views of the city and surrounding trees. Just below the stage, the Katawa waterfall flows in 3 separate streams. Each stream is believed to bring a different blessing: academic success, long life, or love. Behind the main hall is Jishu Shrine, a small space focused on love and relationships. As you move through the temple grounds, you'll pass a bright red 3-story pagoda that stands out against the trees. Near the main entrance is Injomon Gate, watched over by 2 large guardian statues that mark the start of your visit. 49. Sossusvlei. Sossusvlei is one of the most unique places in Namibia. Known for its tall red and orange sand dunes, you enter the Sesriem Gate, which leads you into the desert. One of the first stops along the road is Dune 45. A little further down the road, Dedvlei stands out with its white clay and dark dried-out trees. These trees have been standing for nearly 1,000 years without rotting or falling, surrounded by bright dunes that highlight the contrast in colors and textures. Next to Dedvlei is Big Daddy, one of the tallest dunes in the region. The main clay pan of Sossusvlei sits nearby. You can walk across the flat surface and look out at the dunes rising all around it. Closer to the park entrance, Sesriem Canyon offers a different type of experience. This narrow canyon gives you a chance to walk through shaded rock walls and explore the lower ground at the canyon floor. 48. Isle of Skye. The Isle of Skye is the largest island in Scotland's Inner Hebrides, located off the country's west coast. One of the island's most recognized sites is the Old Man of Storr. This tall rock formation rises sharply from the landscape and is easy to spot from a distance. Not far from there, the Kierang offers another striking view. If you prefer to stay on the road, the Kierang Mountain Pass gives you a good look at the surrounding cliffs. For a more active visit, a loop trail takes you past narrow ridges and landmarks like the Needle and the Table. Toward the south, the fairy pools provide a quieter setting. Located at the base of the Kulan Mountains, the area features a stream that flows through rocky terrain, forming clear pools and small waterfalls. Northwest of Portree, the Fairy Glen near Uig offers a different kind of scenery. The hills here are smaller and shaped like cones, with winding paths between them. At the center, Castle Iwan is a rock outcrop you can climb for a wide view over the glen. On the island's western edge, Neist Point Lighthouse stands at the end of a narrow ridge with tall sea cliffs on either side. Nearby, Kilt Rock and Milt Falls form a scenic stop where a waterfall drops straight into the sea beside pleated rock cliffs. To the north, Dunvegan Castle adds a historic layer to your visit. Home to the same family for over 800 years, the castle lets you walk through preserved rooms and view items passed down through generations. 47. Derveze Gas Crater. The Derveze Gas Crater, often called the Door to Hell, is one of the most unusual places you can visit in Central Asia. Located deep in Turkmenistan's Karakum Desert, this burning pit has been on fire for decades and continues to attract travelers from around the world. Getting there is part of what makes the experience stand out. The route takes you through long stretches of sand and dry terrain, usually in a 4x4 vehicle. As you approach the crater, a faint glow appears on the horizon. The air grows warmer, and soon you're standing before a massive opening in the earth, filled with flames. Many visitors choose to stay overnight to take in the full atmosphere. After dark, the fire lights up the sky, and the surrounding desert glows with an orange-red color. 46. Luang Prabang. Luang Prabang is a quiet city in northern Laos. Once the royal capital, it's still considered the spiritual center of the country. In the middle of town, Mount Phosi rises above the surrounding streets. A climb of over 300 steps leads you to Tat Chomsi, a golden stupa at the summit. From the top, you get wide views of the city and the surrounding mountains. Near the base of the hill, Wat Shen Tong stands out as one of the city's most important temples. A few minutes away, the Royal Palace Museum offers a look into Luang Prabang's royal history. Once home to the Lao royal family, it now holds original furniture, gifts from foreign leaders, and the famous Golden Prabang statue. Just outside the city, Kwangsi Falls is one of the most visited places in the area. The waterfall drops across 3 levels into pools of turquoise water. For a peaceful experience on the water, you could take a boat ride along the Mekong River to the Pak-U Caves. These limestone caves are filled with thousands of small Buddha statues, placed there by local people over many generations. 45. Plitvice Lakes National Park. Plitvice Lakes National Park is a large forest reserve in central Croatia, known for its clear blue lakes and many waterfalls. Wooden boardwalks and walking trails connect the lakes, allowing you to move through the park at your own pace. The lower lakes are one of the most visited areas. Set in a deep canyon with tall limestone cliffs, this part of the park features trails that take you directly across the water. At the far end, you'll find Veliki Slap, or the Great Waterfall, the tallest in both the park and the entire country. From there, you can head to the upper lakes. This area has a more open feel, with lakes tucked into quiet forest settings and wider paths between each one. 2 of the most scenic waterfalls here are Veliki Pritsavac and Mali Pritsavac, where water flows gently over moss-covered rocks and greenery. Between the 2 lake sections is Kozyak Lake, the largest and deepest in the park. You could take an electric boat across it, offering a calm break while enjoying wide views of the surrounding forest and water. 44. Chefchaouen. Chefchaouen is a small city in northern Morocco, known for its peaceful setting and streets painted in different shades of blue. At its center is Plaza Uta El Hammam, a public square where people gather throughout the day. The square is also where you find 2 important landmarks, the Grand Mosque and the Kasbah. Next to the mosque, the Kasbah Museum sits inside a 15th century fortress. The museum holds old photographs, tools, and clothing that show what daily life was like in the region. Just outside the Medina, Ras El Ma is where fresh mountain water flows into the city. You can walk along the stream and often see local women washing clothes by hand, continuing a long-standing tradition. For a higher view of Chefchaouen, you can walk to the Spanish Mosque. This white building stands on a nearby hill and offers a clear overlook of the blue buildings below and the hills beyond. Now, I know you're getting excited about all these amazing places to visit, but if you're eager to travel the world to explore new locations, cultures, foods, and much more, while taking a breather from your everyday life, you also know it can cost you quite a lot of money. With the Travel on a Dime ebook, you have the opportunity to make the most out of any place you visit without overspending on your travel budget. From finding the right flights and hotel deals to money-saving tips during your trip, it's the perfect guide to help you travel like a pro, ensuring you have a great experience while saving hundreds of dollars on travel. Get your copy at thediscoverydestination.com. That's thediscoverydestination.com. Use code DISCOVER5 to save $5 off your copy. 43. Historic Quarter of Istanbul. The historic quarter of Istanbul covers a large part of the Fatih district. One of the most visited places here is the Hagia Sophia. It was first built as a cathedral, later turned into a mosque, and is now used as a mosque again. Inside, you'll see Christian mosaics alongside Islamic calligraphy. Just across from it is the Blue Mosque, also called the Sultan Ahmed Mosque. The interior is covered with thousands of handmade blue tiles that give the mosque its nickname. A short walk away is Topkapı Palace, once the main home of the Ottoman sultans. You can walk through open courtyards, explore the harem, and see exhibits that include royal clothing, weapons, and items tied to Islamic history. Nearby, the Basilica Cistern offers a completely different setting. Built underground to store water during the Byzantine period, the space is filled with marble columns and shallow water that still flows today. If you want something more active, the Grand Bazaar is not far. This large covered market has thousands of shops selling carpets, ceramics, jewelry, and other items. 42. Langkawi. Langkawi is a duty-free island off the northwest coast of Malaysia. One of the most popular experiences is taking the Sky Cab up Mount Mat Singkang. At the top, the Sky Bridge stretches across the mountaintop. This curved walkway is short but offers open views in every direction. Closer to the coast, the Kilim Karst Geoforest Park offers a different experience. A boat ride through the park takes you past limestone cliffs, mangroves, and caves. To explore more of the nearby islands, you can join a guided island hopping tour. Palau Dayang Bunting is known for its freshwater lake hidden among the hills, while Palau Beras Basah has calm water and soft sand, making it a good place to stop and relax. Back on the main island, Pantai Senang is one of the busiest beaches. It's lined with restaurants, shops, and places to rent gear for jet skiing or parasailing. At the southern end, Underwater World Langkawi has a walk-through tunnel where you can see fish, rays, and small sharks swimming above and around you. #41. Mont Saint-Michel. Mont Saint-Michel is a small tidal island in northern France. At the top of the mount, the abbey stands as the main highlight. Inside, you can walk through the main church, the quiet cloisters, and a section called the Marvel, known for its multi-level design and sweeping views. Toward the edge of the island, a set of stone walls known as the ramparts gives you another way to explore. These walls once served to protect Mont Saint-Michel and now offer a walking path around the island. 40. Old Havana, Cuba. Old Havana, or La Habana Vieja, is the oldest part of Cuba's capital. One of the first spots you might reach is Plaza de Armas. This quiet square is shaded by tall trees and features a statue of Carlos Manuel de Céspedes. A short walk from the square takes you to Castillo de la Real Fuerza, a 16th century fort that now serves as a maritime museum. Not far from there is Plaza Vieja. It has a livelier feel, with open-air cafes and frequent live music. One building on the square holds a camera obscura that lets you see a full view of the area from above. Closer to the port, Plaza de San Francisco de Asís offers a quieter atmosphere. Plaza de la Catedral stands out for the Baroque-style Catedral de San Cristobal. Inside, the high vaulted ceilings and stone walls create a calm, quiet setting. If you want to learn more about Cuba's history, the Museo de la Revolución is a good place to start. Housed in the former presidential palace, the museum focuses on the Cuban Revolution. A short distance away, El Capitolio, Cuba's national capital, contains one of the largest indoor statues in the world and offers another look at the city's past. 39. Cappadocia. Cappadocia, located in central Turkey, is known for its soft volcanic rock formations and ancient cave homes. One of the most popular ways to see the area is by taking a sunrise hot air balloon ride. As the balloons rise, you'll get wide views of valleys filled with cone-shaped rock towers called fairy chimneys. After seeing the view from above, you can explore the land up close at the Open Air Museum. This area has cave churches and chapels carved directly into the rock, with many decorated in colorful paintings from the Byzantine period. The Karanlik Church and Tokali Church stand out for their detailed art and well-preserved walls. From there, Uchisar Castle gives you another way to see the region. This tall rock fortress is the highest point in Cappadocia and lets you look out across the valleys. For something more hidden, the underground cities of Derinkuyu and Kaimakli offer a look at life below the surface. These ancient tunnels were once used by early Christians for shelter and include small rooms, kitchens, and storage areas. If you want to hike, Rose Valley and Red Valley are two scenic routes named after the shifting colors of their rock walls. These paths are mostly flat and pass through quiet caves, old churches, and tall stone shapes. Another peaceful trail is Pigeon Valley, which connects Uchisar and Goreme. Along the way, you'll see small pigeon houses carved into the cliffs and walk between unique rock formations with open views in every direction. 38. National Museum of Qatar. The National Museum of Qatar is one of the most unique places you can explore in Doha. At the center of the museum is the restored palace of Sheikh Abdullah bin Jassim Al Thani. Instead of traditional exhibits behind glass, the museum uses large curved screens, ambient sound, and real objects to bring each part of the story to life. One standout piece is the Pearl Carpet of Baroda. Made in the 1800s, this large carpet is covered with Gulf pearls, along with diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and sapphires. 37. Royal Palaces of Abomey. The Royal Palaces of Abomey is located in southern Benin. Inside the palace grounds, the Historical Museum of Abomey is the main highlight. The museum also features stories of the Dahomey military, including the all-female guards known as the Amazons, remembered for their discipline and courage. 36. Ha Long Bay. Ha Long Bay is in northeast Vietnam and is known for its calm waters and limestone islands that rise sharply from the sea. The best way to experience the bay is by boat. Cruises move at a relaxed pace, winding through the formations and giving you plenty of time to enjoy the view. One of the most popular stops is Sung Sot Cave on Bohon Island. This cave opens into two large chambers with high ceilings and dramatic rock formations that hang down and rise from the floor. Tai Top Island is another common stop on many cruise routes. It has a small beach with soft white sand and clear water. If you hike to the top, you'll get a wide view of the bay from above. There are other caves in the area that are also worth visiting. Tien Kun Cave, sometimes called Heavenly Palace Cave, stands out for its unusual rock shapes lit up with colorful lights. Dao Go Cave is nearby and has a wide star-shaped entrance and a quiet shaded interior. If you want to explore beyond the water, Cat Ba Island gives you that option. It's the largest island in the area and home to Cat Ba National Park, where you can walk through forested trails and see a variety of plants and animals. 35. Avenue of the Baobabs. The Avenue of the Baobabs runs along a quiet dirt road in western Madagascar, where massive baobab trees rise on both sides. These trees are among the oldest and tallest in the country, reaching heights of over 80 feet and living for more than 800 years. In the evening, the setting sun colors the sky in warm tones, while the baobabs stand tall in the fading light. 34. Gardens by the Bay. Gardens by the Bay is a large nature park in central Singapore that brings together futuristic design and natural beauty. One of the most iconic sites is the Super Tree Grove. These towering structures look like giant trees, with vertical gardens growing up their sides. The Garden Rhapsody light and music show turns the super trees into a glowing display that shifts with the rhythm of the music. You can watch it from the ground, or walk the OCBC Skyway, a bridge suspended between two super trees. For a full view of the park and the bay, the Super Tree Observatory at the top of the tallest super tree offers a wide lookout over the city. Not far from the Super Tree Grove, the Cloud Forest offers a completely different environment. Inside, cool air surrounds a tall indoor mountain covered in plants. Walkways like the Cloud Walk and Treetop Walk circle around and down, letting you see tropical plants and mosses up close. Next to the Cloud Forest, the Flower Dome focuses on plant life from cooler and drier climates. This large glass conservatory features gardens inspired by places like South America, the Mediterranean, and Southern Africa. Nearby, Floral Fantasy offers a more playful experience with its mix of floral displays, sound effects, and lighting across 4 themed areas. 33. Jeju Island. Jeju Island, off the southern coast of South Korea, is shaped by ancient volcanic activity and surrounded by calm blue waters. At the center of Jeju rises Hallasan, a dormant volcano and the tallest mountain in South Korea. Toward the eastern side of the island is Seongsan Ichulbong, or Sunrise Peak. A short but steep hike brings you to the top, where the sunrise over the ocean is a popular sight. Nearby, a black sand beach gives you a chance to watch Haenyeo, Jeju's traditional woman divers, as they showcase their free diving skills passed down for generations. Beneath the surface, Manjeonggul Cave gives you a look at Jeju's volcanic history from underground. This long lava tunnel winds through cooled rock formations shaped by ancient lava flows. Along the southern coast, Jongbang Waterfall flows straight into the sea, something rare in Asia. A short walk takes you close enough to feel the mist as the water crashes onto seaside rocks, creating a calm place to relax and listen. Just off the coast, Udo Island offers an even quieter escape. A quick ferry ride brings you to a smaller island where you can walk along quiet shores and enjoy the sea breeze. To explore more of Jeju at your own pace, The Jeju-Oli Trail runs along the island's coast in several sections. You can pick any part of this trail network and spend the day walking with the ocean by your side. 32. Lotus Temple. The Lotus Temple in New Delhi is one of the city's most peaceful places to visit. Known for its striking flower-like design, the temple is open to people of all faiths. The structure is made up of 27 white marble petals, arranged in groups of 3 to form 9 asymmetrical sides. After exploring the outside, step into the main prayer hall. There are no religious symbols, no decorations, and no sound. Just a quiet environment meant for silent prayer or personal reflection. Surrounding the temple, the sense of calm continues in the gardens. Neatly trimmed lawns and paths surround the structure, while 9 pools of water sit at the base of the building. 31. Pamir Mountains. The Pamir Mountains, stretching across eastern Tajikistan, are often called the roof of the world due to their extreme elevation and remote location. The main way to explore the area is by traveling the Pamir Highway, one of the highest and most scenic roads in the world. As you drive along this historic route, the views constantly shift from rocky passes to alpine plateaus, making the journey itself a highlight. One of the most scenic sections is the turnoff into the Wakhan Valley, a lush green corridor. Farther along the highway, you'll reach Karakul Lake, a remote, high-altitude lake surrounded by barren mountains. 30. Kruger National Park. Kruger National Park, located in northeastern South Africa, is one of the largest protected areas in the country. One of the main reasons to visit Kruger is to see wild animals in their natural habitat. Game drives are the most popular activity, and visitors can choose between guided drives in open safari vehicles or self-driving routes using their own vehicle. For a more intimate experience, guided bushwalks allow you to explore on foot. These slower-paced walks focus on the smaller details, giving you a deeper connection to the environment. Kruger is also a top destination for bird watching, with over 500 recorded species. Beyond wildlife, Kruger holds deep cultural significance. There are over 250 archaeological sites throughout the park. 2 of the most accessible are Mazorini and Tulamela, where you can explore the remains of Iron Age settlements and learn about the early communities who once lived there. Just outside the park's western edge, the Panorama Route offers a scenic drive through the Drakensberg Mountains. Highlights include Blyde River Canyon, Bork's Luck Potholes, and Mac Falls, adding dramatic landscapes and viewpoints to your trip. 29. Big Ben. Big Ben is one of the most iconic landmarks in London. The name commonly refers to the clock, but the tower itself is officially known as the Elizabeth Tower. It rises at the north end of the Palace of Westminster, home to the UK Parliament. Just a short walk away is Westminster Abbey, a historic church that has hosted royal coronations, weddings, and funerals for centuries. Inside, you'll find the tombs of famous figures such as Isaac Newton and Charles Dickens, along with beautiful stone carvings and stained glass windows. The Queen's Diamond Jubilee Galleries offers a closer look at rare artifacts and items connected to the Abbey's long history. Across the River Thames, the London Eye provides a panoramic view of the area. This giant Ferris wheel moves slowly, giving you time to enjoy sweeping views of London. Nearby, St. James Park offers a peaceful break from the city streets. This royal park features tree-lined paths, open green spaces, and a lake with views of Buckingham Palace in the distance. From the park, it's an easy walk to Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the King when he is in London. During the summer, the staterooms open for public tours, allowing you to step inside the royal residence and see how the household is arranged for formal duties. 28. Versailles Palace. Just outside of Paris, the Palace of Versailles stands as one of the most famous royal estates in the world. A great place to start your visit is the Hall of Mirrors, the most iconic room in the palace. One side of the long hall is lined with tall mirrors, while the other side features grand windows that flood the space with natural light. From there, Explore the King's and Queen's State Apartments. These were the formal rooms where members of the royal family met with guests, held court, and staged public events. After touring the interior, step outside into the Gardens of Versailles. Stretching for miles, the gardens are filled with symmetrical paths, manicured trees, fountains, and classical statues. Deeper within the estate is a quieter section known as the Trianon, a retreat for the royal family when they wanted to escape the strict formality of the main palace. The Grand Trianon, built from soft pink marble, offers open, elegant spaces. Nearby is the Petit Trianon, which became closely associated with Marie Antoinette. She used it as her personal escape. And just beyond it is the Queen's Hamlet, a small, idealized village where she spent time enjoying a simpler countryside-style life away from royal duties. 27. Banff National Park. Banff National Park, located in Alberta, Canada, is one of the most stunning places in the Canadian Rockies. One of the park's most iconic locations is Lake Louise, known for its bright turquoise water and the glacier that forms a dramatic backdrop. Just a short drive from Lake Louise is Moraine Lake, nestled in the Valley of the Ten Peaks. With its deep blue color and rugged mountain scenery, it's one of the most photographed spots in the park. For a quieter experience, head to Lake Minnewanka, the largest lake in Banff. If you're up for a scenic drive, the Icefields Parkway is a must. This road winds through some of the most breathtaking parts of the park, with stops at places like Bow Lake and the wolf head-shaped Peyto Lake, each offering its own spectacular views. For an easy and fun hike, Johnston Canyon is a favorite. The trail follows a rushing creek through a narrow canyon, with catwalks and bridges that take you right above the water. To see the park from above, ride the Banff Gondola up Sulphur Mountain. At the top, a boardwalk leads to stunning views of the town of Banff and the surrounding peaks. Afterward, unwind at the nearby Banff Upper Hot Springs, where you can soak in warm, mineral-rich water while enjoying mountain views all around. 26. Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji, also known as Fujisan, is one of the most iconic landmarks in Japan. One of the best ways to enjoy Mount Fuji is from the Fuji Five Lakes region, located along the mountain's northern base. The most accessible and popular is Lake Kawaguchi. Here, you can enjoy boat rides, paddle swan-shaped boats, or take the Mount Fuji panoramic ropeway up to Tenjoyama Park, where sweeping views of both the lake and Mount Fuji await at the top. Nearby, Lake Yamanaka offers a more open feel and is the largest of the 5 lakes. For a unique ride, you can hop on the Kaba amphibious bus, which drives straight into the water for a short scenic cruise. For one of the most iconic views in Japan, visit Arakurayama Sengen Park in the town of Fuji Yoshida. After climbing around 400 steps, you'll reach the Chureito Pagoda, a 5-story red structure on a hillside. From here, Mount Fuji rises behind the pagoda in a picture-perfect scene. A short drive away, Oshino Hakai offers a quiet and traditional village setting. The area features wooden bridges, thatched roof homes, and 8 crystal-clear ponds fed by Mount Fuji's snowmelt. If you're looking for something more thrilling, Fuji-Q Highland is nearby. This amusement park is home to high-speed roller coasters that twist and drop. On the western side of the mountain, Sharaito Falls provides a peaceful break in nature. This wide waterfall flows in thin, gentle streams down a tall rock wall, surrounded by trees and clean mountain air. 25. Tower of London. The Tower of London is a historic complex of stone buildings surrounded by high walls and a moat. Over the centuries, it has served as a royal palace, fortress, and prison. Today, it stands as one of London's most visited and important heritage sites. One of the main highlights inside is the Jewel House, home to the crown jewels. Visitors are guided along a moving walkway that passes royal treasures such as the Imperial State Crown and the Cullinan Diamond. Near the Jewel House is the White Tower, the oldest part of the complex. Built in 1078 by William the Conqueror, it now holds the Royal Armories, where you can see historic suits of armor in the Line of Kings exhibit. At the top level, the Chapel of St. John the Evangelist offers a peaceful setting. with stone arches and thick Norman columns dating back nearly 1,000 years. Across the grounds, Yeoman warders, often called beef eaters, lead free guided tours. Nearby is Tower Green, a grassy area where several high-profile executions took place. A simple memorial marks the site where figures such as Anne Boleyn and Lady Jane Grey were put to death. Just beyond, the Bloody Tower, originally named the Garden Tower, tells darker stories from the tower's past. Inside, exhibits explore the lives of prisoners held there, including tales of mystery and loss that have become part of the tower's legend. 24. Moai statues of Easter Island. Easter Island, also known as Rapa Nui, is a small remote island in the Pacific Ocean that belongs to Chile. It's best known for its moai, giant stone statues carved by the Rapa Nui people hundreds of years ago. A great place to begin your visit is Ranu Raraku, the volcanic quarry where most of the moai were carved. As you follow the marked trails, you'll see dozens of statues in various stages of completion. Not far from the quarry is Ahu Tongariki, the largest ceremonial platform on the island. It features 15 standing moai lined up side by side against a backdrop of ocean and cliffs. Another site worth visiting is Ahu Tahai, located near the town of Hangaroa. This group includes 3 separate platforms with several moai. One statue here has been restored with white coral eyes and a red stone top knot, giving a rare look at how the figures may have originally appeared. For a more relaxed experience, Anakena Beach is a peaceful spot lined with palm trees and soft sand. Just behind the beach is Ahu Nau Nau, a platform with moai statues, some still wearing their red top knots, standing watch over the shore. 23. Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower stands along the left bank of the Seine River in Paris, France. When you're ready to head up the tower, you can choose between climbing the stairs or taking the elevator. On the first floor, you'll find a glass floor that lets you look straight down to the ground below. The second level opens up to panoramic views across Paris, offering a clear look at landmarks in every direction. If you'd like to dine with a view, the tower has options on multiple levels. Madame Brasserie on the first floor offers meals in a relaxed setting, while Le Jules Verne, a fine dining restaurant located higher up, delivers gourmet cuisine with sweeping views. 22. Alhambra. The Alhambra, a historic palace and fortress complex in Granada, Spain, sits on the hill of Alsabica, overlooking the entire city. The most visited part of the Alhambra is the Nasrid Palaces, and it's easy to see why. These royal residences are filled with intricate details. As you move through the palaces, you'll find peaceful courtyards like the Court of the Myrtles, where a long reflecting pool mirrors the elegant architecture, and the famous Court of the Lions, known for its central fountain and the ring of slender marble columns around it. Just beyond the main palaces is the Generalife, once the summer retreat of the Nasrid rulers. Highlights include the water stairway, where water flows gently beside the steps, and the Court of the Sultana Cyprus, a calm courtyard centered around a centuries-old tree. For sweeping views of Granada and the surrounding hills, head to the Alcazaba, the oldest part of the Alhambra. Built as a military fortress, it featured thick stone walls and tall towers. From the Torre de la Vela, you'll get one of the best panoramic views in the entire complex. Before you leave, take time to explore the Palace of Charles V, a Renaissance-era addition with a massive circular courtyard and tall stone columns. Inside, 2 small museums offer more context. The Museum of the Alhambra, focused on Islamic art and artifacts found on site, and the Fine Arts Museum, which features religious paintings and art from later periods, showing how the site evolved over time. 21. Meteora, Greece. Meteora, located in northwestern Greece, is one of the most remarkable places you can visit. Towering rock pillars rise abruptly from the flat plains of Thessaly, and perched on top of them are ancient monasteries that seem to float in the sky. These cliffside monasteries are the main draw for visitors. While there were once 24, only 6 are active today, and each one is open to explore. The largest and oldest is the Holy Monastery of Great Meteoron, built in the 1300s. Sitting on one of the highest rocks, it houses a small museum filled with religious artifacts and a library with rare books and manuscripts. Close by is the Monastery of Varlam, nearly as large and equally impressive. It features striking architecture and a wide balcony overlooking the valley. If you're looking for an easier walk, the Monastery of Rosanu is more accessible. It's located lower on the rocks and connected to the road by a small bridge, making it one of the simplest ways to visit on foot. The Holy Trinity Monastery is more challenging to reach. It sits atop a narrow rock column and requires climbing over 140 steps, but the sweeping views from the top make the effort worthwhile. For the most convenient visit, the Monastery of St. Stephen is a good choice. This nunnery requires no stair climbing and is linked to the road by a short bridge. Also, the Monastery of St. Nicholas Anapausis is known for its vertical layout. Built on a narrow rock, the space inside is compact but filled with detailed wall and ceiling paintings that make it one of the most artistically rich sites in Meteora. 20. Iguazu Falls. Iguazu Falls, located on the border between Argentina and Brazil, is one of the most powerful and breathtaking natural wonders in the world. Each side offers a different perspective. The Brazilian side gives you panoramic views, allowing you to take in the full scale of the falls from a distance. On the Argentine side, a network of elevated walkways lets you get up close, right above, beside, and below the water, offering a more immersive experience. One of the main highlights is Devil's Throat, Garganta del Diablo, the largest and most dramatic section of the falls. A raised catwalk takes you across the river and right to the edge, where the sound and power of the water are unforgettable. Nearby, the upper circuit offers elevated views from above the waterfalls, giving you a sweeping look at the cascades and the river cutting through the jungle. The lower circuit brings you down closer to the base, where you can feel the spray and see the falls crashing into the rocks below. For something more adventurous, the Gran Aventura boat tour takes you through the river and straight to the base of the falls. 19. Amazon Rainforest. The Brazilian Amazon is the largest section of the Amazon rainforest, covering a vast part of northern Brazil. If you're planning to explore this region, the city of Manaus is the main starting point. One of the first natural wonders you'll likely hear about is the meeting of waters. Just outside Manaus, this striking phenomenon occurs where the dark waters of the Rio Negro meet the lighter, muddy waters of the Solimões River. From Manaus, many travelers head to Anavilhanas National Park. This protected area is made up of hundreds of forested river islands and is one of the best places to see Amazon wildlife. Back in the city, Manaus has a few standout landmarks worth visiting. The Amazon Theater, Teatro Amazonas, is one of its most famous buildings, known for its ornate design and colorful dome. A short walk away is the Adolfo Lisboa Municipal Market, a lively spot to explore local foods, crafts, and daily life. For a deeper look at the region's past, visit the Rubber Museum just outside Manaus. This reconstructed rubber plantation shows how rubber was extracted and processed, and what life was like for the workers who lived and labored in the rainforest during the rubber boom. 18. Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls, also known as Mosi Oatunya, or the smoke that thunders, is one of the most powerful and awe-inspiring waterfalls in the world. The main highlight is walking along the scenic trails that lead to different viewpoints. On the Zimbabwean side, the paths offer wider views, letting you take in the full stretch of the falls. On the Zambian side, you get closer to the edge, so that the spray can soak your clothes. Just downstream, the Victoria Falls Bridge links Zambia and Zimbabwe. From here, you get a dramatic look at the falls and the deep gorge below. The Zambezi River below the falls becomes a fast-moving stretch filled with powerful rapids, making it one of the best places in the world for whitewater rafting. For a full perspective, a helicopter tour, often called the Flight of Angels, offers a breathtaking aerial view. From above, you can see the full width of the falls, the winding river, and the steep gorges carved out over time. 17. Salar de Uyuni. Salar de Uyuni, located in southwestern Bolivia, is the largest salt flat in the world. Its vast, flat surface stretches endlessly in every direction, creating a surreal landscape that changes with the light and weather. Toward the center of the salt flat is Isla Incahuasi, also known as Fish Island. This rocky outcrop rises from the middle of the salt and is covered with tall cacti, some of which are centuries old. From the top, you get wide views of the surrounding salt flat that makes the climb worthwhile. Along the edge of the salt flat is the village of Colchani. Here, visitors can see how local families harvest and process salt by hand. Within the salt flat, you'll also find a salt monument dedicated to the Dakar Rally. Not far from the monument are several salt hotels constructed almost entirely from salt blocks. Some serve as restaurants or exhibit spaces, while others offer overnight stays. 16. Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone National Park stretches across Wyoming and into parts of Montana and Idaho. What makes it unique is that the entire park sits on top of a massive supervolcano. One of the most iconic features is Old Faithful, a geyser known for its regular eruptions that shoot hot water high into the air. Not far from there is the Grand Prismatic Spring, the largest hot spring in the United States. Its vivid rainbow colors come from heat-loving bacteria that live in the different temperature zones, creating bright bands of blue, green, yellow, and orange. As you travel deeper into the park, the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is hard to miss. Its dramatic cliffs glow in shades of red, orange, and yellow, with two major waterfalls cutting through the canyon. Artist Point offers a picture-perfect view of the lower falls, but the South Rim Trail gives you more vantage points if you're up for a scenic walk. For something more challenging, Uncle Tom's Trail leads you down steep steps to a closer view near the base of the waterfall. To the north, Mammoth Hot Springs offers a completely different scene. Here, mineral-rich water flows over limestone, creating strange rocky terraces that seem to change shape and color over time. 15. Mount Everest. Mount Everest, rising high above the Himalayas, is the tallest mountain in the world. One of the most popular ways to do that is by trekking to Everest Base Camp from the Nepal side. This multi-day hike winds through mountain valleys and villages, giving you time to adjust to the altitude while taking in the dramatic scenery of Sagarmatha National Park. Along the way, Namche Bazaar is a key stop. Built along a steep hillside, this vibrant village serves as a resting point for trekkers heading up or down the trail. Further along the route, the Tengboche Monastery offers a deeper cultural experience. It's one of the most respected spiritual sites in the region. Near base camp, many trekkers take a side trail to Kalapatar, a rocky ridge that offers one of the clearest views of Everest's summit. Closer to the mountain, the massive Khumbu Icefall comes into view. Huge blocks of shifting ice and deep crevasses show how powerful and unpredictable this mountain truly is. 14. Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty, officially named Liberty Enlightening the World, was a gift from France to the United States. Designed by French sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi and engineered by Gustave Eiffel, it remains one of the most recognized landmarks in the United States. One of the main highlights is visiting the pedestal. You can take an elevator or climb the stairs to the top, where you'll find a museum that explains how the statue was built, what it represents, and how it became a symbol of freedom and hope. For those interested in going higher, there's the option to climb to the crown, and the climb includes 162 narrow steps up a spiral staircase. It's a tight space, but from the small windows, you get a unique view of the harbor and surrounding cityscape. Also located on the island is the Statue of Liberty Museum, open to all visitors. It offers deeper insight into the statue's history and symbolism, with exhibits on its design, construction, and cultural impact. 13. Sydney Opera House. The Sydney Opera House is one of the most recognizable buildings in the world. Its white sail-shaped roof stands out along the harbor, making it one of Australia's most iconic landmarks. One of the best ways to experience the Opera House is by joining a guided tour. Guides explain how the roof was constructed from massive puzzle-like pieces and how each performance space was carefully designed for the best possible sound. Attending a performance is another memorable way to enjoy the venue. The largest space, the concert hall, hosts major music and cultural events, while smaller shows take place in venues like the Jones Sutherland Theater and other intimate stages throughout the complex. 12. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is located in Wiltshire, England, set in a wide-open area known as the Salisbury Plain. At the center is the famous stone circle, massive upright stones arranged in a ring, some of them topped with horizontal lintels. A short walk or shuttle ride from the stones brings you to the Stonehenge Visitor Center. Inside, a museum displays tools, pottery, and other artifacts found in the area. Just outside the center, you can explore several full-scale Neolithic house models. Built with mud, straw, and wood, these structures help you visualize how people might have lived while constructing and using Stonehenge. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat is located in northern Cambodia and serves as the main entry point to the Angkor Archaeological Park. At the center of the park, Angkor Wat stands out for its size, layout, and intricate design. The temple's long hallways are lined with stone carvings that depict scenes from ancient Hindu texts as well as everyday life during the empire. At the heart of Angkor Wat is the central tower, which you can climb for a higher view of the surrounding area. After exploring Angkor Wat, you can head north to Angkor Thom, the former capital of the Khmer Empire. This walled city contains several important monuments, including Bayon Temple, known for its many towers, each carved with 4 large faces. Around the temple, detailed carvings show scenes of battles, royal processions, and daily life. Nearby, the Terrace of the Elephants stretches across a long platform that was used for public ceremonies and events. Its base is decorated with carvings of elephants and other figures that add character and depth to the site. A short distance away, Ta Prohm offers a different kind of experience. Left largely in the condition it was found, this temple is famous for the massive tree roots that grow over and through the stone walls. Chichén Itzá. Chichén Itzá is one of the most famous ancient sites in Mexico, located in the Yucatan Peninsula. This expansive Mayan city is surrounded by jungle and built around natural sinkholes called cenotes. The first structure most people notice is El Castillo, also known as the Temple of Kukulkan. This pyramid stands at the center of the site and is one of the most photographed landmarks in the country. Nearby is the Great Ball Court, the largest of its kind in ancient Mesoamerica. The court was used for a ritual game called Poctapok, which carried deep spiritual meaning. A short walk from the pyramid brings you to El Caracol, a round building known as the Observatory. Its unusual circular shape and spiral staircase set it apart from the rest of the site. Farther into the site is the sacred cenote, a wide sinkhole with deep, dark water. Surrounded by thick jungle, it served as a site for offerings to the gods. Next to this area is the Platform of Skulls, a stone structure decorated with rows of carved skulls and scenes of warriors and animals. Continuing on, you'll reach the Temple of the Warriors and the Group of 1,000 Columns. This complex features a large stepped platform flanked by rows of stone columns, which once supported a vast roofed hall. For a quieter experience, head south to a section called Old Chichén, or Chichén Viejo, built in the Puc style. These buildings have more intricate carvings and smaller layouts, offering a look at how the city developed over time. 9. Petra. Petra is an ancient city in southern Jordan, carved into red, pink, and white sandstone cliffs. It was once the capital of the Nabatean Kingdom. Today, it's one of the most visited archaeological sites in the world. The main entrance to Petra is through the Sikh, a narrow stone passage that stretches for about 3/4 of a mile between high cliffs. At the end of the Sikh, you'll reach the Treasury, Petra's most iconic monument. Carved directly into the sandstone, its grand columns and intricate details make it the most photographed spot in the site. Beyond the Treasury, the trail continues deeper into the city. One of the most impressive hikes leads to the monastery, a large structure perched high on a hill. The uphill walk involves climbing hundreds of stone steps, but once at the top, the setting opens up and feels calm and expansive. Closer to the city center, the royal tombs are carved into the cliffs. These large facades served as burial places for important figures. One popular route climbs to the high place of sacrifice, a flat area with carved altars believed to be used for religious rituals. Within the site, there are lesser-known spots that are easy to miss but worth the visit. The Byzantine church near the colonnaded street features well-preserved mosaic floors and old columns still standing. Not far from there, the Garden Temple is a quieter space tucked away among the ruins, giving you a more reflective moment during your visit. 8. Acropolis of Athens. The Acropolis of Athens sits high above the modern city, a powerful reminder of ancient Greece's lasting legacy. At the western entrance, you'll pass through the Propylaea, the grand gateway to the Acropolis. Not far from the entrance, the Parthenon rises above the complex. A short distance away is the Erechtheion, known for its unusual layout and the famous Porch of the Maidens. Here, 6 statues of women, called caryatids, stand in place of traditional columns, adding a unique artistic touch. Near the edge of the hilltop stands the Temple of Athena Nike. Built to celebrate military victory, this compact temple adds to the site's overall symmetry and meaning. 7. Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is one of the most famous places in the United States. Located in northern Arizona, this massive canyon was carved over millions of years by the Colorado River. Most people begin their visit at the South Rim, which is the most accessible and popular part of the park. One of the first stops is Mather Point, a quick walk from the visitor center, offering a sweeping view of the canyon. From there, you can take Desert View Drive, heading east from Grand Canyon Village. This scenic road has several pullouts, with highlights like Desert View Watchtower, a tall stone structure with Native American artwork. Another great stop along this drive is Lipan Point, known for its clear view of the Colorado River winding far below. In the opposite direction, Hermit Road runs west and offers 9 scenic overlooks. If you're interested in exploring on foot, the Rim Trail is a good starting point. It runs along the edge of the canyon and is mostly flat, making it easy for walking. For a more challenging hike, Bright Angel Trail takes you down into the canyon and is one of the most popular routes. Another steep but rewarding trail is the South Kaibab Trail, known for its dramatic views as it descends deeper into the canyon. There are other ways to experience the canyon beyond hiking. The Grand Canyon Railway offers a relaxing ride from Williams, Arizona, with great scenery along the way. Mule rides are also popular. These guided trips take you along the rim or even down to the canyon floor. For a quieter experience, the North Rim offers a different perspective. A peaceful spot worth visiting is Shoshone Point. A short trail leads to this overlook, which feels tucked away from the crowds. For something even more remote, there's Huweep, also known as Totoweep Overlook. You'll be standing right above a 3,000-foot vertical drop to the river. If you want to see the Grand Canyon from the water, guided rafting trips offer that chance. These range from single day trips to multi-week adventures, letting you experience the canyon from the bottom up as you ride through rapids. Outside the main national park, there's another way to see the canyon from a new angle. The Grand Canyon Skywalk, located on the West Rim on land managed by the Hualapai tribe. This glass bridge extends out over the canyon's edge and lets you look straight down through the transparent floor. 6. Burj Khalifa. The Burj Khalifa stands tall in downtown Dubai and is known as the tallest building in the world. One of the most popular things to do inside the tower is visit the observation decks called At the Top, located on levels 124 and 125. From there, you can see all of Dubai in every direction. If you want to go even higher, there's At the Top Sky on level 148. It's quieter and more exclusive, with an outdoor terrace that gives you a chance to step outside and fully take in the view. Also inside the tower on level 122 is Atmosphere, the world's highest restaurant. It offers fine dining with sweeping views of the city and the Arabian Gulf. Outside the tower, the Dubai Fountain sits at the base. It puts on one of the best water shows in the world, with streams of water dancing in sync with lights and music. Nearby, the Burj Club rooftop provides a quieter atmosphere with a pool that looks out over the skyline. Across the lake on a small island is Burj Park, a laid-back space great for walks or bike rides, with sculptures scattered around the grounds. Just across a short bridge from the park is Souk al-Bahar, a modern shopping area built in the style of a traditional Arabian market, offering local goods and small restaurants. 5. Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is located in Agra, a city in northern India along the Yamuna River. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan as a tomb for his wife Mumtaz Mahal, it's one of the most iconic examples of Mughal architecture. As you arrive at the site, the first structure you pass through is the main gateway, called Darwaza-e-Rawza. Once you pass through the gate, the full view of the Taj Mahal opens up. The central white dome rises above a square base, and 4 tall minarets stand at each corner. Inside the mausoleum, the space is quiet and dimly lit. At the center, 2 decorative tombs, called cenotaphs, are placed side by side. These are surrounded by detailed marble screens and carvings that match the overall style of the building. Next to the main structure are 2 similar red sandstone buildings. On the west side is a functioning mosque still used for prayer. On the east side is the Jawa, a matching structure built to maintain visual symmetry. The gardens surrounding the Taj Mahal follow a traditional Charbagh layout, divided into 4 sections by water channels and walkways. A long reflecting pool runs through the center, offering a mirrored view of the monument. 4. Colosseum. The Colosseum, located in central Rome, just east of the Roman Forum, is one of the most iconic ancient structures still standing today. Originally known as the Flavian Amphitheater, it continues to attract millions of visitors each year. One of the first features you'll notice inside is the arena floor. This was the main stage for gladiator battles and wild animal shows. Beneath the arena is the Hypogeum, a network of underground tunnels and holding rooms. This space once held gladiators and animals before their turn in the arena. You can still see some of the ancient mechanisms, ropes, pulleys, and platforms that lifted them through trapdoors into the action above. As you move up through the structure, the upper levels offer clear views of the Colosseum's full scale. From here, you can better understand how the seating was arranged, with different social classes placed at different heights to watch the events. Another quiet feature is the Cryptoporticus, a covered corridor along the outer wall. 3. Pyramids of Giza. The Pyramids of Giza sit just outside the city of Cairo and have stood for thousands of years. This ancient site, known as the Giza Plateau, remains one of the most visited places in the world. Next to it is the Pyramid of Khafre. Though slightly smaller than Khufu's, it appears taller because it was built on higher ground. Farther down the plateau is the Pyramid of Menkaure, the smallest of the main 3. Not far from the pyramids is the Great Sphinx, a massive statue with the body of a lion and the face of a man. Nearby is the Valley Temple of Khafre, which was used for purification rituals. Next to the Great Pyramid is a smaller but often overlooked spot, the Solar Boat Museum. Inside, you'll find a full-size wooden boat that was buried next to Khufu's pyramid. Beyond the main tourist path, the Giza Plateau holds lesser-known places worth exploring. The tomb of Merensak III is one such spot. It's quiet, well-preserved, and filled with colorful wall carvings. Nearby, the Queen's pyramids stand out as reminders of how important royal family members were in ancient Egyptian society. 2. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu sits high in the Andes Mountains of Peru, surrounded by steep green peaks and drifting clouds. As you enter the main ruins, the careful stonework immediately stands out. The agricultural terraces are one of the most thoughtful features. Built at different elevations, the terraces allowed them to manage temperature and moisture to support a variety of plants. As you explore the citadel, certain structures stand out. The Temple of the Sun, built on a large rock, has a curved wall that aligns with the sun during key points in the year. Nearby, the Intihuatana stone sits on a raised platform. It's believed the Incas used it to track time. For a wider view of the area, the Watchman's Hut offers the most iconic lookout point over Machu Picchu. Close to it is the funerary stone, thought to be linked to ceremonial or astronomical use, though its purpose remains unclear. If you're looking to hike, the two main trails lead to higher views. Huayna Picchu rises steeply behind the ruins. And though the trail is narrow and demanding, the summit offers one of the best views of the entire site. Another rewarding trail leads to the Sun Gate, the original entry point for those arriving via the Inca Trail. For those interested in more hidden sites, the longer route on Huayna Picchu passes by the Temple of the Moon and the Great Cavern. These sacred spots are built into caves and include intricate stone carvings that many visitors overlook. A quieter trail leads to the Inca Bridge, carved into the edge of a cliff. At the end of the path is a narrow wooden plank bridge, once used as a defensive measure. 1. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China stretches across northern China and offers one of the most unforgettable travel experiences in the world. Rather than being a single continuous wall, it's a series of walls and fortifications built over many centuries. If you're starting near Beijing, one of the most visited spots is Badaling. The wide stone paths and solid watchtowers offer a clear picture of how the wall may have looked centuries ago. Not far from Badaling is Mutianyu, known for its forested surroundings and peaceful atmosphere. With 23 watchtowers along its winding ridges, this section is both scenic and less crowded. For those looking to hike longer stretches, Jinshanling is a strong choice. This area has a mix of restored and original segments, giving you a real sense of both the preserved and weathered parts of the wall. Simitai stands out for its dramatic terrain and night access. Another accessible section is Juyongguan, located in a picturesque valley just outside Beijing. For something more rugged, Jiangku offers a raw and challenging hike. This wild section has not been restored and is steep, broken, and overgrown in parts. Nearby, Gubeiku provides a quieter and more historical route, with walls dating back to both the Ming Dynasty and earlier periods. One lesser-known highlight is Huangchuachang, where the wall meets a lake. On the far eastern end, Shanhaiguan marks the point where the wall meets the sea. Standing here, you can imagine how the wall once guarded China's coastline from invaders arriving by sea. If you're looking for any tips to enhance your own personal travel and help you manage your travel budget more effectively, click the link in the description. And remember to like and subscribe to help our channel grow.